Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today, and salutations to you Akim, who are out there on the four corners of the earth, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. All right, and salutations to the confusion of faith who are coming back into the fold. Those are the scattered Israelites who've been scattered among the heathens, and salutations to the Akwaf that are listening and learning. I'm going to refer to this video as 15 minutes of fame of a scoffer, and this is something I've never done before, which is I'm actually going to do a lesson just to silence and make evident of the ignorance and stupidity of a scoffer. All right. Normally I cut them on the comment board or redirect them to a particular video that already covers their nonsense. But that didn't seem to work. This guy just keeps, and I do believe he's a fake Jew. And he goes by the name of ATA East or Ada East. I don't know if that's pronounced, but that's ATA East. And the guy's trying to use modern revised Newspeak lies. You know, Newspeak is basically when you take root words and you change the meanings of them so that they fit your own propaganda, fit your own idealism. So we're going to go into a few things. And the first thing that I'm going to do is he was referring to me or the Israelites as Cushi. But when you look up the word Cush, you don't find Cushi. So that's a Newspeak thing. He put up a Wikipedia definition. All right. But one thing we do know is that Cush is a son of Ham. Okay. So you want it to be seen, heathen, you're about to get it. All right. So this is from the Winston Simplified Dictionary Encyclopedia Edition with Biblical References, 1933. Okay. And this is Hamite, and I'm going to show the definition. A real supposed descendant of Ham, all right, the second son of Noah, a member of the chief native race of northern Africa, Egyptians or Berber. Okay, and every time I say African or Egyptian, I'm going to show you the actual images of the people who were in Egypt, and they were clearly not white and they were clearly not Arab. All right, they were Hamitic. Okay, Hamitic people. Okay, and they clearly were not white. And that's what the so-called Middle East was actually called, the land of Canaan, which is one of Ham's sons. So let's read that definition real quick. All right, and this is out of the let me show you that definition. As I said, I'm going to show and prove everything. You can pause it. All right, and then read it for yourself. Okay. Let's just leave that for the moment. May come back to it. Let's get another picture of Ham, of people and relics that are found. These are actually Israelites in captivity. So yeah, we'll just keep that on deck. But here we go. This is out of the Young's Dictionary Bible. Okay. It's kind of sickening that I have to do this yet again. All right. But Young's Dictionary Bible was put together by Israeli scholars and other Edomites. And it reads, Ham, a son of Noah, father of Cush, not Cushi. All right. Egypt, Put, and Canaan. See further on these four. While they all may have been dark-skinned, they were not the forefathers of the Negroid races, but rather the peoples associated with Egypt in the north continent of Africa. The Egyptians thought of Canaan as their provinces in the very late times. And the land of Canaan is where Syria sits, Iraq, and all that sort of thing. Iraq and everything north of Israel. That was the land of Canaan, which has been revised as the Middle East. Okay? Now I'm going to get a scripture. Okay? And that scripture is Amos 9:7. Okay? So this is the book of Amos 9 and 7. I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes so we can just make fun at the stupidity and ignorance of this ATA East, at the same time edifying the real children of Israel. This is Amos 9 and 7. And it reads, "Are ye not as the children of Ethiopia unto me, O children of Israel?" All right. And it literally is speaking about making a comparison, both physically. All right. Have I not brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Kaphar, and the Syrians and from Ker? So those were all the places in the so-called Middle East, man. All right. And let's show you some. And this is out of the book Egypt, History and Treasures of an Ancient Civilization by Giorgio Ferrero. Right? And let's show you Philistines. Okay? When you go into Egypt in the Middle East and you start digging up things, these are your Philistines. Okay? Yeah. You got that? ATA East. All right. It said, "Are you not like unto the Ethiopians unto me?" Here are Israelites in captivity building the bricks for the pyramids, man. They are not so-called white people. They are not Arabs. All right. Neither one of you, no, not the Ishmaelites who so-called Arabs, nor the Edomites, who are the Israeli fake Jews over there, are the Israelites. Okay. Here's the relics and the evidence proving the point. All right. They were building the bricks for the pyramids, and there they are in captivity. All right. They were not so-called white people. You can see the thick lips, the big wide noses. Some of them have afros. Some of them have cornrows. All right. So you're a liar, ATA East, and you're ignorant. And you don't know anything. All right. So let's move on. Let's get a couple more things, and this is going to be a quick lesson. Okay. We're going to go to Jeremiah 14 and 2. All right. And I'm going to read it in the King James first. And then I'm going to read it out of an NIV study Bible. And also out of the JPS Hebrew English Tanakh. And show you how much of a devil the so-called white man is. All right. And the people that are joined unto him. All right. And I also have the Strong's Concordance. Okay. So let's read it out of the King James 16:11. All right, Jeremiah 14 and 2. If you don't have a King James, you can go online and look it up and read it, and it's going to read as just exactly like this. This is Jeremiah 14 and 2. "Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground. The cry of Jerusalem is gone up." So they're black like the earth, man. Black like the ground, you know. As a matter of fact, let me just step out of frame and grab my cactus over there. You can see how big it's gotten since the last time I showed you. All right, it's growing like this truth, unstoppable, man. This thing was about 5 inches high. Now it's almost a foot. But you can see the soil, all right, that it's planted in. All right. It said it's dark, all right, unto the ground. Okay? That is a description of the tribe of Judah. And as you saw in the images and the relics that tell the absolute truth in the Egyptian civilization book by Giorgio Ferrero, the images of the Israelites were those of Negroid people. Okay? Making Ada East a liar and ignorant and stupid. Okay? So we read it out of the King James. It said they were black like the earth, black unto the ground. Let's read it in Jeremiah 14 in this NIV and see what happens, okay? This is Jeremiah 14 and 2. "Judah mourns, her cities languish, they wail for the land, and the cries go up from Jerusalem. The nobles send their servants for water." No mention of them, of their physical characteristics of being black, of being dark, all right? Which is also backed up by Lamentations. Let's read that real quick. The book of Lamentation. comes right after Jeremiah, I do believe. Lamentations is written by Jeremiah. 4:8. Their visage, when you look at them, is blacker than a coal. And you know what? This book kind of backs it up. There's a Hamite, okay, a statue of a Hamite, but let's go back to them. Oh, Israelite shepherds going into captivity. I mean, coming into Egypt when they first came. All right, very, very dark, different shades of brown. But the tribe of Judah was really dark. All right, let's find that image again. All right, well, let's show you a big one. Okay, Israelites in captivity, building the pyramids. None of them white. Not a one of them, because they were not pale flesh people. They were not. They were melanated people. Okay, so the NIV gave a fabricated and incorrect scripture. All right, let's read it in the JPS now. Okay, and it reads 14. Now here's the English part. All right, it says, the word of the Lord came. I'm gonna just start at verse 2. Judah is mourning her settlement's language. Men are bowed to the ground, and the outcry of Jerusalem rises. Nothing about their dark skin. All right. Now I'm going to put this up to the camera now, and I'm in Strong's H6737. For anyone who wants to contest it, you can go look. Strong's Concordance, put together by white biblical scholars, which matches also up with the blue letter by white biblical scholars. Okay, and it's H6737. The Hebrew wrote H6737. All right, I'm going to show it to you in the Hebrew, in the Assyrian script, and I highlighted the word Kedar. Okay, so it's telling you when you read that scripture, the word Kedar is there, and it's spelled like this, without all those dots and stuff. Also proven that the way we read, write, and speak the Hebrew is on point, because it proves it when you read the definition in the Strong's. All right, so here it is in the Strong's. All right, there it is. You can pause it and read it, and you will see that it reads as I'm about to read. And it reads H676937, Kedar, phonetic spelling Kawdar, Kedar. All right, a prime root, to be ashy, dark colored by implementation, to mourn in sackcloth or sordid garments, be black, make dark. So with that, we're gonna end this lesson, man. So we've completely annihilated and destroyed this heathen's lies, because he posted all type of information and newspeak information, news sources of information. No, as a matter of fact, you know what? Before did I bring it? Let's look up and see if I can find the word revised, and let's see what that means, because I doubt if newspeak is gonna be in here. Let's look and see. It may be. Let's look for newspeak. But you wanted your fame, man. You got it. Newfoundland. Didn't expect newspeak to be in this book. It isn't. All right. I'm willing to bet, though, there's a word in here that's connected to it. All right. So let's look for the word revised and see what it says. I'm going off right here. I was supposed to end it, but let's see. Revise. To go over and examine for correction, change, and correct. to revise a manuscript, proof containing correctors made in form of proof. All right, so I guess he's trying to say revision. I'll read that one too. The act of examining which has been examined and corrected or otherwise and improved as in new additions. Why? To fit. Why they do that? To fit a curriculum, to fit their racist ideology, and to try to get around the truth, because that's why relics are more important than what is written, because the relics tell the truth that people like ATA East or Atta East, however he says his name, does not. Those are your Hamites. Those were the inhabitants of the so-called Middle East. They were dark, melanated people, not white people. All right. Here are more relics that were dug up in the Middle East of Hebrew slaves. All right, in Egypt. All right. There they are, in the land of Egypt, preparing things for Egyptians. All right. And Moses grew up in the house of Pharaoh. So this is why the so-called white man tries to make the Egyptians white. All right. And tries to make the Philistines white and everything else. But he's a liar. So with that, I'm going to say all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Shem Shai and Shalom.